This is Thunder Rosa. Welcome to True Heel Heat.
Hey, what's
Peace.
up?
Good morning.
Hi, Peace. Good morning. Happy
How's it
Sunday.
going? Happy Sunday. Yes, I'm in my car, guys. I have to multitask and do two things, you know. So this is what we're going to be doing.
Top mom stuff going on right now. Top mom stuff. Hey, how are you doing? How was your week?
My week was good. Eventful, I want to say. I guess a lot of things happening around in our wrestling world per se. How about you?
A lot. To be honest, it was the first full week of summer for my kiddos. So everybody was home with me while I was working. So that was interesting.
Fun times. Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot going on in the wrestling world. Shout out to CM. Love seeing my ladies on Sunday mornings. What's up, girl? Hey. Thank you for joining us.
Right.
All right, well, let's just jump right into it. Obviously, we like to start with news.
Right.
I guess this is news. It hasn't been corroborated per se from Thunder Rosa, but there was some news earlier this week that What Culture had posted. This is exclusive. Thunder Rosa is frustrated with her television time in AEW. What Culture has learned. Dynamite exaggerated the situation. The complete lack of focus post Double or Nothing made it feel like Serena deep defense didn't even happen. He does go on to elaborate. Guys, please note the use of word exaggerated. From what we were told, the frustrations did not start with this week's Dynamite.
Right. I think it started way before when she first became, the champion, if that makes sense. Right?
If not after, because you know, there is the previous women's champion, Britt Baker, who is getting a lot more TV time than the champion is. Correct. However, I just want to make clear that the reason why Thunder Rosa wasn't on Dynamite this week was because she was sick and she went home.
Yep, her. Mm-hmm.
So that's why she wasn't on. I know there were a lot of people who are posting on Twitter and other things just saying, why isn't she on the show? Like, this is your biggest LA show. How is she not here? And it did come out later that she was sick, so she went home.
Yes.
However, she has a reason to be frustrated. She has a reason to be unhappy and upset. I think I had a Twitter post that kind of blew up like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Or most people agreed with me that she needed to, some better treatment and booking. And some people were pissed that I even posted that, but I don't
understand how people get pissed at like when I post something, because that's why their opinions. You understand what I'm saying? I wrote it because that's how I'm feeling.
I think we can all see that she's not been utilized properly, at least not. I think most people agreed with me. So there were just those people who don't want you to criticize AEW. It is what it is. However, this is now corroborated that she is frustrated, just like we are as fans. We want the best for her.
Right.
Sorry, I see the good morning messages coming in. Good morning,
hi guys.
Eddie.
Good morning. Happy
Blue.
Sunday.
Hi, Monet. Eddie James. I almost didn't recognize Miss Krssi without her glasses.
I'm putting on my glasses. I'm like, why can't I really?
She's cleaning them.
I'm cleaning them. Yep.
She can't see a thing right now. Just kidding.
Makes my eyes even more like slanted, like it's like like that.
Yes. So either way, I agree. I completely understand why she'd be frustrated. I think when I posted that 2 weeks ago or so, I had mentioned she had gotten, or someone in my comments had mentioned she'd only gotten, I think at the time, 23 minutes of TV time in 64 days or something like that. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Fight for her. The same rumor that Thunder Rosa was frustrated with her TV time, and the fact that the TBS title and Owen Hart Women's title is getting more attention than the main title. Absolutely.
It is. It's so true. Very, very true.
Absolutely.
She has a right to be upset. Absolutely.
She does. And look, I'm not taking anything from Jade, right? Jade is an absolute star. I kind of get why they've been focusing a lot on her, but those two titles, the TBS and the AEW Women's Championship, should be at the forefront.
Yep.
Yet somehow, no offense to Britt, but she's getting more attention in TV time than the champion, and that's the problem.
Than the champion, and she's still being showcased more. She's still being on TV more. Like, she's still being put out there. You know, we'll get into the
Owen Cup storylines being set up. Mm-hmm. It's good. And don't get me wrong, as women who completely support and are advocates for women's wrestling, we want to see multiple storylines. I completely want Thunder Rosa to have storylines. I just don't want it to overshadow the champion. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Hey, Ladarius. So I mean that's probably my biggest hang up, if you will.
Right.
Hey, Sammy Joe. Good morning.
Good morning.
So anyway, you know, I hope it does get better. I know I'm not the first person to post about it. I know plenty of people have felt the same way. So
but it's true though. You could just tell in all of the time that she's been showcased on television, she hasn't even like gotten into the ring. She's only been either backstage, something that was pre-recorded on the ramp. She's never made it into like further up. So the most we've got from her was the match that she had with Serena last week. Mm-hmm. But that was really it though. You understand? So who wouldn't be frustrated? And like what happened to when y'all was showcasing her before? She had the belt.
Yeah. And she was being showcased to me. She was being showcased better before she had the title. So
correct.
It's
exactly.
She was at least getting more TV time, and she had other matches. Like the whole tournament, the Owen Hart tournament, to me, Thunder Rosa should have been in the mix with all of that. She should have been like, even if she was just sitting and watching the matches, doing commentary. Like there should have been some intermix, because that is her division, right? She's looking out for competition. Why isn't she out there and involved?
You're absolutely. That actually makes a lot of sense. She should have been out there in the forefront, talking about, oh, this lady looks like maybe she could be my next, competition.
Absolutely.
Who knows?
Right? It's like they didn't have her talk about the Owen Hart tournament, and I'm like, how? This is your future competition throughout this whole tournament, and she says nothing. That's just, I don't know. Sports and things shows. Hopefully, the women have plans for Forbidden Door if women will be on the show. I hope so too.
Yeah, because we haven't
heard anything yet. But SP said Thunder Rosa got over for her wrestling ability and has only had one match since winning the title on Battle of the Belts, 2 against Nyla Rose. 0 matches on Dynamite and Rampage. So I had actually posted a whole list of suggestions. Like I don't just complain. Like I have suggestions as well. Like this is what you do to make this better. This was one of them. Why isn't she defending the title on TV? Like there's no reason you can't bring any of these women off of AEW Dark. They're going to lose, right? But it showcases them. It gets Thunder Rosa out there. It gives her a match. You can set up a possible potential other feud with someone attacking her or whatever it might be. But it's different. Like everything she has done so far has been ramp interviews, backstage interview, ramp interview, backstage interview. And I'm just like, I think the one time she got in the ring, she got dropped within like 2 seconds by Serena Deeb. So I'm like,
was just, I would be frustrated with my bosses too.
They need to do something. I mean, if they're going to give her the reign, we all wanted it, and we want what's best for her. And no, we're not bookers, but we know what a good reign looks like. Right now, it's not it. Will said available. The time Thunder Rosa has been on TV is equal to one of Roman Reigns' promos. Honestly,
probably so. And we ain't even seen him that much.
Someone updated it, and I don't remember. So I don't want to misspeak, but I think she's up to like 34 minutes, maybe, of TV time now.
Wow.
Like it's something ridiculous. It's just the women won't be on Forbidden Door. New Japan has no women. Before anyone says Stardom, Bushy Road owns Stardom. But them and New Japan stay separate, other than a random match on WK each year, Wrestle Kingdom each year. Well, there you go. There will be no women at Forbidden Door.
Okay. Well, maybe they can do a promo.
Like they can't throw Sheeta in there or something.
Right.
They can't do anything. I guess. Anyway.
It's okay.
Sure. Do you? I think Slam and Sammy Joe's asking, do you make Dynamite 3 hours? No.
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 It's good
I
at the
want
2
that.
hour
Look,
mark.
as much as I love Raw needs to be 2 hours. 3 hours is just too much time. It's a long time for someone to stay. Go ahead.
Raw needed to be 2 hours 10 years ago.
It's correct. 3 hours. I mean, even the talent makes jokes about how long Raw is.
Yeah.
So, Thunder's reign is looking like Adam Page's. Adam Page is another one I feel like they could have done more with. His, to me, was a little better than Thunder Rosa's.
Because he got at least more promos out of his reign, at least, and
more title defenses.
And more time, right.
Mm-hmm.
He did defend it on TV at least, so
he did. And again, they could have. To me, Adam Page's could have also been a little better. However, it is definitely better than Thunder Rosa's at this point.
Yes.
So anyway, I hope it gets better. I hope because Tony
Khan will fix it. I don't know how, but he'll figure it out and he'll fix it.
Well, he supposedly listens to his fans, right? And I think a lot of fans have expressed frustration with how they're booking her. So hopefully he will listen to that and things get a little better for him.
Yes.
All right. So there's a lot that happened this week. And we have some prediction to make.
What tonight's rest? Yeah, we didn't get to do last night's event, so it's okay.
Yes.
Did we?
So we'll just go over quickly Double or Nothing results. Good pay-per-view in my opinion. Not the best Double or Nothing, but it was a good pay-per-view overall.
Right. I think last year was probably a little better, but still good nonetheless.
It was still good. It was still good.
Still enjoyable. Still great matches. Like Serena and
matches.
Thunder Rosa's match was again the technical wrestling. They didn't go at number 3 and 4 like we wanted them to. However,
I actually liked where they were placed. I was okay with where they were. It was like
and the crowd was into
middle.
It. Yes,
the crowd was there, and I
middle to ending.
Yeah. That Las Vegas crowd was in it the whole
night. The whole show,
yes. The whole night.
They were a great crowd. Yes.
Great crowd.
And
but they were giving these ladies everything, her gear, the tribute to the Uvalde victims. I was like, oh my gosh, I love this woman so much. That match delivered. To me, it was match of the night right behind the Death Triangle versus House of Black.
Same.
That match was freaking insane. I love that match.
That was my. I put their match before the girls, but I think both of them were just. I'm getting goosebumps talking about both of those matches. So
yes, I absolutely.
The Death Triangle match was amazing.
The build for Thunder Rosa and Serena Deeb was lacking. However, as we said, they delivered. They delivered, and we knew they would. They're two of the best wrestlers in the world. I absolutely loved it. SP, you could legitimately name 4 or 5 different matches as match of the night. You really could. Yeah. You really could. That tag match was also very good. And I don't want to say Arena Anarchy. Am I saying that right? Arena Anarchy in the Arena, whatever they were calling it.
Anarchy in the Arena. That was so good. I didn't even know what to expect for that.
I loved it. It was. Look, don't get offended if you're an AEW fan. Yes. It was a sports entertainment match, and I freaking loved it. And it had everything. Eddie Kingston walking out with that gas can, looking like a zombie almost. Like it was just, there were so many moments in that match. I was just like popping for. Punk and Hangman was fantastic. There were a lot of matches that could have been.
The card was already stacked. We already knew that we had 13 matches to go from, and then we was like, oh, this is gonna be a long.
It was a long night. Not gonna lie.
Not for you guys on the West Coast, but for us.
Oh no, it was a long night for me too, honey. Girl, I go to sleep at like 9. Okay, I'm old. I was like, I was like, I think I posted also that I think it was during Heyman and Punk, but my husband actually walked in the room and he was like, "You're watching this again?" I'm like, "It's still on." Like, It's still going.
It's still going. Damn.
AJ said
That's
it was
so
a long
funny.
pay-per-view, but I still enjoy it. Absolutely. It was long,
Yes.
but I have
But
to say it was a very good pay-per-view. I enjoyed it.
they could do long. Someone said they can do long ones because they don't do pay-per-views every month. That's the
This
That's the
is true.
thing.
This is
So
very
that's
true.
why they can do like a 4.5 hour show with no one
Yep.
being like, "Oh my god, this is so long."
Yep.
Where you because you
So
guys.
Frantic.
Hi, Frantic. Good morning. Yes, so they can do these type of shows because they don't do pay-per-views every month and shove them down our throats.
Right.
Unnecessarily.
No. Yeah, no, absolutely. I would say the only thing I'd like to say is if I wish they just started maybe
at
slightly
7
sooner,
or
a little earlier.
7
but
should have been the start time. Yes, for sure.
I knew I was in for a long night. I watched it knowing that it's fun. The other things that happened on Double or Nothing: Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho. Good match.
Great match.
I don't know how I feel about the winner.
I don't think she should have won.
Again. Ruby, I think, needed it more. Yes. I know SP did make a good point, business wise. I think our last episode, SP had mentioned Britt winning kind of establishes this Owen Hart Cup as a top tier thing.
Yeah.
Because you're one of your top stars or the top woman star, if you will, won it, right? So it now establishes it as something very important. So I get that business wise. Booking wise, I kind of really wanted Ruby to win because
I wanted Ruby to win. She needed it. She's been taking L's for like since she's got there. Just put it like that. The L's have been happening.
Sorry.
Oh, you all right?
Yep.
All good? Okay.
Doing all this. Yeah, no, I really wanted Ruby to win. And again, it's more because I think she needs it more.
She needed it more.
However,
but we understand why the decision was made for her to win.
Yes, I did see some people kind of upset because they were like, it's kind of a giveaway because Britt had, pink and black and white gear on.
Yeah, I didn't really pay no mind today. So once he won it, then I was like, okay, he got on pink, and then she had a pink. I was like, oh, okay, it's over. It's a wrap.
It's over. It's done. Yeah, as soon as I saw her gear after his gear, I'm like, all right, well, there it is. So anyway, congratulations to Britt. She did win it. To be honest, I teared up when Martha Hart came out.
And gave them the belts. It was really nice. I didn't even expect all of that, to be honest.
I just thought it was going to be a trophy. I didn't know there was going to be a belt.
Right. And the belts are beautiful too. They can make some great. They make great belts over on AEW.
I agree.
Good belts.
Sports and Things said Ruby's credibility is highly damaged now. Yeah, I don't know where she goes from here. I know that they're kind of tagging right now. I don't know. At least she's on TV still. Because I was questioning last week. I'm like, if she loses, does she go back to dark? Are they going to keep her on TV? Like, what are they going to do with Ruby? Because you can't really say she's a contender for anything right now because she lost. She keeps losing. However, again, congratulations to Britt and Adam Cole for winning the Owen Hart Cup. What else? We also had the TBS champion, Jade Cargill. That bitch. Versus Anna Jay. It was a decent match. Neither one of their best per se, but it was a decent match. I obviously we knew Jade was going to win here.
This was a given. I loved her.
Yeah,
loved
her hair. Loved her gear.
Yes, she looked amazing.
Looks great. The more important thing that happened in this match was our friend Athena showing up. I popped so hard because I saw Fallen Goddess pop up, and I'm like, Fallen Goddess. I'm like, who's the Fallen Goddess?
He was like, what is that? Right, exactly.
Like, what is that? And then I saw her, and I was like, oh my god! I'm like, she's there.
She looks happy. She looks amazing.
Looks happy, amazing. I was so happy she's there. One of the most talented women that I feel like have been very underutilized.
Utilized, yes, for sure.
And of course, our friend Stokely also showed up that night. And he is now managing Jade.
Yes, we was calling it
finally
when he left. Yes, finally. We said it. Remember?
We did. So I was so happy to see that. Already seeing them. I think it's on Dynamite. I think it was on Dynamite. Yeah,
it was on Dynamite
when
she told Tony to cut the shit, and
Yeah, I was like, they already have great chemistry. The pops the pops he already got for her in that one segment, like it's going to be perfect. I think that mix. But again, Athena's there. So funny story. So at first, Chris Statlander came out, and I popped huge because I'm like, I think I was talking about on our last show. I was like, I want Chris Statlander to be the one to beat Jade, right? They have to build her as this baby face. She has the momentum.
Yes.
So she came out first, and I was like, oh my God, they're gonna do it, right? Like it's gonna be Chris, and she's gonna face off with Jade. And then the baddies got in the ring, and all of a sudden that's when Athena came out. And then they had Athena standing across from Jade. Chris was standing across, I think, from Velvet. And I was like,
well, who's gonna be in the middle? Like who's coming, right? Yeah.
So I'm like, is it gonna be Athena who takes down Jade? Or is it gonna be, I want it to be Chris. I feel like Chris has earned that. I do think Athena is kind of miles ahead of some of their women as far as in-ring talent goes. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. But Chris needs to beat Jade and set Athena versus Chris. I agree. I think Chris needs to go and take down Jade eventually.
So you guys want Chris to be the person that takes Jade's reign and ends the streak?
Yep.
Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I believe in this hop the line stuff. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm happy Athena's there.
Right.
But Chris has been working at this. Monet said, I still hope Chris beats Jade in the end. I do too. Okay. I want it to be Chris. I really do. Hopefully this is a potential matchup for Athena versus Jade at the next pay-per-view or whatever. Right. And Jade is successful. And again, they just continue to build up Chris Statlander. But
yeah,
we'll see, because they didn't give Chris a match. They gave Athena a match on Dynamite.
Right.
We'll see.
Let's see what happens.
But yeah, that was it for the women. Oh, and Julia Hart finally turned.
So good.
Thank you.
Good. Oh my God.
We waited long enough. I'm like, if she doesn't turn tonight, just
like
drop
House of Black can't get any more of like hotter. I mean, just say like House of Black is just like amazing right now, and she looked she looked so awesome when I was like, yes, whoever did her pay. Oh, who did it?
Yes, honey.
I want to do that for Halloween.
On Dynamite, or I think it was Dynamite. Yeah, they had like a backstage promo, and she didn't have the pigtails. Her hair was down. It's like, okay,
that means the darkness is coming through. So good.
Anyway, I loved it. I'm so glad she finally turned. Thank God. Yes. The lights went out, and I was like, who's debuting?
What's happening? You're right.
And then I saw Julia standing there. I was like, oh my God, it's happening. So I popped for that.
Pac's face. It was so good. So good.
Yes. Good morning, Hassan. Hopefully it's Hassan. Sorry if I said that wrong.
Yes. Good morning. Yes.
Sammy Joe said the house always wins. They do.
House always wins. Absolutely. House is always
until they meet the Blackpool Combat Club, and then they're going to lose.
Probably so.
Eddie said Tony really good at not giving new starts chances over the old stars. He has been. That's right. What I'm hoping for as far as with Chris and Athena. I hope Athena is the next feud for Jade. It'll be fun. But I want Chris to be the ultimate one that ends Jade's streak.
Yes.
All right, moving on. We had Raw. It was the Raw Go Home show for Hell in a Cell. We had Liv versus Rhea Ripley. They had a match on Raw. Liv actually pinned Rhea clean.
Clean, yes.
Holy 50-50 booking with Liv. But
you know what? It's just Rhea. I don't know, man. Yeah.
They had some great spots in this match. Some really funny ones as well. But ultimately, obviously, her teammates, Damian Priest showed up, AJ Styles came out, and then Finn Balor came out. And of course, they did their pose in the ring, which some people get upset about. Bullet Club. They're like, Liv's not really Bullet Club. Anyway.
Liv Bullet Club is what they're saying.
Hey, it is what it is. So they have a match on Hell in a Cell. It is a tag match. Sorry, I can't think today. It is a six-person tag match with Finn, AJ Styles, and Liv versus Judgment Day.
The fake House of Black.
Don't say that. They're going to attack us. They're going to add us. Monet said Liv and Rhea's chemistry is amazing. They have great chemistry.
They have. I had liked when they were partners. So now that they're like, against each other, just I guess makes it even much better.
Absolutely. They have great chemistry. I know they've been doing this on house shows for a while. But no matter how many times they have wrestled each other, they do something new. Liv pulls out something new.
Liv is getting better
is getting better and better. And speaking of, I almost forgot a piece of news that did come out this week. Speaking of Liv, it turned out Liv is actually making her film debut in Yell Entertainment's upcoming comic thriller, The Kill Room, alongside an ensemble cast. I think it was like Samuel L. Jackson's going to be in it. Uma Thurman.
Oh my God, good for her.
Right. Like, I'm like, those are big names.
See, these ladies are doing their thing outside of wrestling. They better watch out. Once you get that name out there, it's over.
Look, I was not betting on Liv to be the next one going into film, but good for her.
Good for her. She has a look to her that people will like love.
She has a great
about
look.
her. So, she's very, very marketable. She can go places.
Yep, absolutely. I'm so happy for her. That I was not expecting it at all. We talk about Sasha going in the film a lot. Even Becky, like the 4 Horsewomen or like some of the other guys, but I'm so happy for Liv right now. So good for her. Thank you for watching Serving Face and Hills. This is episode number 7. Yes. Remember to drop a thumbs up. Drop a thumbs up on the video. I don't know if I'm pointing in the right direction.
Subscribe, guys.
Share your friends. Subscribe if you are new. Thank you for joining us. We just got done talking about Double or Nothing and Raw. We're talking about Raw, excuse me. Thank you for joining us, guys. So we also had the match between Doudrop and Alexa Bliss. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know.
It wasn't like the other match. It was
Doudrop made it a very competitive match. Obviously, Doudrop is a much bigger competitor than Nikki. So, Alexa had her work cut out for her, but it was actually a really decent match. Alexa did end up winning and beating Doudrop. They did show Doudrop kind of annoyed with Nikki, so they're still building this. Yeah, they're still building this whole thing Nikki with them and everything. Yep. It's going to be like Julia Hart. It's going to last like a year, and then we're going to finally and then we'll finally get something different from Nikki. I don't know. I don't know. Yes. I don't know if they're kind of putting a pin in the tag team thing until they figure out what they're going to do. But they had one of the tag team members going up against Alexa. I don't know what's next for Alexa. I don't know. I think they're keeping her on ice for Bianca next. I think. Okay. And they have to give her some wins and build her up. Blah blah blah. Whatever. We'll see.
Maybe they'll do some more stuff once they go to that show back in Europe in September. Maybe they're gonna like wait for something like that over there.
Well, I think they're waiting for stadium shows, right? They have Money in the Bank was a stadium show. They switched it. It's now an arena. So SummerSlam will be your first
show anyway. It didn't need to be a stadium show. It really didn't.
I'm going to Money in the Bank, so I was actually excited that it was going to be in a stadium because I'm a Raiders fan, and that's their stadium. Arena, yes. And then they switched it, and I'm like, God dang it. Anyway, it's okay. But SummerSlam will be their first stadium show, so I'm assuming they're going to save a bigger match for that.
That's not true, SP. Stop lying.
What did he say?
Someone asked if SP gets deported. Eddie asked, I was like, and he's like, no, I didn't get deported, although Krssi loves wish I did. That is, first of all, that is not true. What we said was, you're there, you're enjoying yourself, you look like you're stressed, not even stressed out over there. You look like
not even that. What did I tell you? It's safer over there.
It's safer over there.
People aren't shooting up things over there. You stay over there. You and those babies. Stay over there. People are going nuts over your pins. If you want your comment to be read, the best way to do so is with super chat donation. We appreciate any super chat donations. It helps the channel. We are a self-funded channel, so it does help. And we again appreciate you guys for joining us. All right, so the other thing that happened, obviously, we had a match between Asuka and Bianca Belair. They did not main event this time. They actually opened the show. It just started off with a promo from Big Time. A good promo from her, and then it went into a match with Asuka and Bianca with Becky on commentary. I can't wait for Asuka and Bianca, if they're going to do it, have like a full feud, because these women are holding back a bit. Because you can tell they already have great chemistry. So I can't wait to see Bianca and Asuka just fully go at it. But they do have a match today. Bianca got a clean pin over Asuka. So I want to make this I want to point this out. Bianca, again, if it's not clear to you that Bianca is the woman, it's very rare that they give a clean pin over Asuka. All right? It's very rare they give
Asuka just got back. She just came back. So how
she just came back.
She just came back. So her wins and losses, like they're and for it to be clean, just made it like even more like higher, put it on a higher level.
It is a higher level. So also Becky's the only, I'm trying to think. Becky's got a clean pin over Asuka and Charlotte. There's very few people that have gotten just clean pins over Asuka. Okay.
And these are not even like submission. These are not what she didn't submit to no submission. She's got these are straight pins. 1, 2, 3 over.
And to me, that they're sending a message, right? This is them telling you Bianca is it, okay? For her to get a clean pin like that on Raw, right? Everyone assumed Becky was going to disrupt it, DQ it, whatever. It didn't happen.
She didn't have to. You didn't need her to.
I'm kind of glad they didn't, because it's very rare WWE would just stick behind somebody, right? Like Charlotte made her tap out, unfortunately. Okay, I'm sorry. I mean clean wins, not just clean pins, but clean wins over Asuka. Asuka's a national treasure. She absolutely is.
We have to put her in a bubble, once everything is all said and done. She goes into her own bubble.
WWE doesn't let their talent really go. It's so dumb. It's very rare. It is very rare for WWE to just stick behind somebody and make a decision, right? This is our person. They try and protect people so much, and that's why you get your DQs or your non-finishes or whatever, or count outs, because to me, sometimes the storyline makes sense and sometimes they just don't know who they're putting over. So they're like, we don't want either of them looking weak. That's why they have so many DQs. So when they finally truly get behind somebody and say, this is our person, she's going to be winning no matter what. That's what they did with Bianca here. They didn't do the weird finish. They didn't do whatever. They said, you're getting the clean pin because you are the one.
You deserve it.
You deserve it. So she pinned her. Becky jumped in the ring, took out both Asuka and Bianca. She stood tall on the Go Home show, which means my girl Bex is losing tonight at Hell in a Cell.
Yep.
I fully believe she is taking
the pin.
The pin.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, clean. Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. I don't know how she's taking the pin. I don't know how she's taking the loss, but I think she is the one who will be. Bianca will go over, if you will.
Oh yeah, we definitely think that Bianca will win. How she's winning, someone is just going to be pinned, or because she's not going to make no one submit. So yeah, but she's definitely going to make someone fall down and pin. Yeah.
Does she doesn't have a submission move, does she?
No.
She doesn't. But she has the KOD, which is the most protected finisher now in WWE. WWE can't afford to piss off or bury their last black woman. Correct.
Listen.
And to be honest, to me, in my opinion, this is my opinion, WWE is behind Bianca more than they ever were with Naomi and Sasha. That is my opinion.
Well, again, Naomi was crucified when she was the champion and putting LED lights on her belt,
which was cool.
which was cool.
Like I would have bought a replica of that. It was cool.
That's one thing that they dropped the ball on. Well, they've dropped the balls on several things. However, that was just one where she got in trouble. Two, you didn't make a belt. You didn't make a replica that you would have sold. I mean, sold. You know how many little girls wanted a glow? It's her gimmick. Why would you not make the belt glow? She has coached that glow. What's the difference?
I know. Well, I hear you. But to me, they've been behind Bianca more. And I say more because they've been consistent about it with her. Unlike with Sasha, it's like, yeah, Sasha's the woman. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah. Sasha's the woman. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, right? No, I feel like while Sasha has a lot of accomplishments, I feel like she's never been the super push, like the one, right?
Yeah.
Not as consistently as they've been behind Bianca Belair. So I think they're very careful and not dropping the ball with her. Because I think they do truly believe she is the face of the company for women right now. So anyway, that was the go home show. Hell in a Cell is tonight. We will make our prediction for the women's match later at the end of the show. NXT. I did not watch NXT live, so I just caught kind of clips here and there.
Yeah,
but there was a match with Ivy and Kamina James, which was decent. It's probably Ivy's best match so far.
How many matches has she had?
Like 3?
Not many. Right, exactly.
I mean, out of the 3, this was her best.
Right.
Sorry. To me, this was one of her best matches. Is it Kiana? Oh, I said Kamina. Forgive me. If Kiana watches this, I apologize. Kiana James. KJ. Anyway,
KJ, nice. I like
Ivy's KJ. This was Ivy's best match, in my opinion. And I was kind of confused with the little vignettes and the challenge thing they were doing with her, but they're building her. They're trying to build around her and a name for her. So I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I'm not quite sure where it's going, but we will see. They also had a match between Elektra and Cora Jade. I saw Twitter was in shambles when Elektra came out. And then they're losing their minds. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm honest all the time, but
not yet. See,
Elektra needs more work. Elektra needs more work in the ring. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Woman. But also Elektra's another one that has had a handful of matches as well. So
True.
You keep
you gotta get her out there more.
You gotta get out there more. Like you can't just like. Why was she in one of the finalist matches for the
No, she wasn't even in the tournament.
That's what I'm saying. She wasn't even in the tournament. So like, come on.
Yeah. But Cora Jade obviously won here. Again, I don't know where they're going with Cora James.
They're keeping Cora Jade.
Cora Jade. Kiana James, Cora Jade. Look, people.
Too many.
Let's get some different names.
Yeah.
CJ.
And KJ.
KJ and CJ. I mean, I guess Cora. I don't think she's gonna be the one to take the title off of Mandy. I don't think she is.
I don't think Mandy is losing that belt anytime soon, friend. They base 2.0 over her and Toxic Attraction. This is their show.
Yeah. So SP just pointed out exactly what I was just about to say. A few people have mentioned CJ and Roxanne actually becoming a tag team, and them being the ones taking the titles off of Toxic Attraction.
That's cute and fine, sure.
And that would be believable to me, because we'll get into In Your House, but I was literally talking to someone about who is credible enough to take the title off of Toxic Attraction at this point, because to me, Katana Chance and KiLynn were probably the most qualified out of anybody to take them off. So, and they didn't. Yeah. So, Cora Jade and Roxanne actually make sense. And again, it would be believable for them to beat Toxic Attraction.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. Al Wizard said, "Happy Sunday to the True Hill Heat baddies." What's up?
Hey.
We have our own baddie section in our box.
Yep.
CJ seems to be looking like she's recruiting Alba Fire. Possibly. See, to me, Alba Fire is actually going to be the one to take the title off of Mandy. Personally,
Right.
I think that's what they're building her for. So it's very possible that it'll be Alba Fire with Cora Jade and Roxanne who take down Toxic Attraction together. But we'll see. What else? I guess that was and then Kayden Carter, Katana Chance, Wendy Chu, and Toxic Attraction had a contract signing. And it was actually a really good contract signing. So there was a lot of heat, like they weren't being cordial at all, right? Like, I really appreciate that. I hate when some people are supposed to hate each other, and you do a contract signing, and everyone's calm and cool and collected and just sitting there. And,
right.
Like there was heat. Kayden got a really good promo in. I really loved actually this contract signing. It was a great build to the match.
Right.
Obviously, these three stood tall. Wendy Chu, Kayden, and Katana. And
these girls are a legit tag team as well. Yet another one.
They are a legit tag team. Put them on main roster. Call the day. And actually, I think I saw a comment from Sean Ross Sapp. And I don't know if he meant to post it, but he was like, "Oh, I can see one of these teams going to Monday Night Raw on Monday." And then he posted a reply to someone else in that same thread saying, "Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and confirm it. One of these teams will be on Monday Night Raw." So I'm assuming it'll be Kayden and Katana. So we'll see. Al Wizard, thank you for the super chat donation, Al. Just to say thank you, ladies. Great show. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was it for NXT. Again, go home show for In Your House. Let's get into Dynamite. So Dynamite was in Los Angeles for the first time, and they need to go back more. That crowd was amazing.
I'm gonna say between Vegas
packed.
and LA, it was. And they should do more Dynamites that are live and not do a tape, because once you do the tape show, people get tired. They're ready to go. Like, it's been they've been there from before, so it gets long and drawn out. So if you give them a whole full hour show plus some other things like now that's on TV, you get more people that are live.
Yep. No, that crowd was lit. All right, they were lit. They need to do more LA shows. They need to do some more West Coast shows in general. I know SP kind of explained that whole thing to me as far as why they can and cannot do certain arenas and stadiums. But I don't know. LA was live. I think it was SP explained it to me. Slam and Sammy Joe said 9.5 out of 10 for Dynamite. This is one of the best Dynamites. Just overall, it was such a good show. From start to finish, from that tag match to the finish. It just all around great show. Obviously, we had, this has nothing to do with the women, but obviously CM Punk did announce that he was injured and has to get surgery. I think we were all kind of holding our breath there because he was crying. And I'm like, this man says he has to retire.
Right.
Oh my God. I was like holding my breath. Like at first I thought it was like a work type thing.
Yeah.
And then when I saw his eyes and I'm like, okay, it looks like he's been crying. And I'm like, this isn't good. And then obviously he started talking and I was like, oh my God. I'm like, what's happening? What's going on?
Yeah.
So anyway, I know again, this has nothing to do with the women, but CM Punk, we wish you a speedy recovery. But let's talk about the women on the show. Yes. I mean, he could do, I mean, I don't know what it involves the surgery as far as what he can and can't do, but I don't see why he can't be on commentary, right? He's still the champ. He has not relinquished the title, so we'll see. Obviously on Dynamite, there was no Thunder Rosa, as we mentioned earlier. She was supposed to be on the show, but she was sick. So I know some people were upset she was on the show. If you didn't hear, she was sick. That's why she was on the show. Right. But we did have a tag match between Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm and Ruby Soho. So back to my point earlier, I was kind of wondering where Ruby goes from here after that loss. So I was glad to see her on TV. Still, she's tagging with Toni. Ruby Soho and Toni took the W. and it was actually a really good match. Like really,
it really was.
I was really enjoying it. That was one of the best tag matches they've had for the women so far.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're going to stay tagging. I don't know if they're going to. I think someone mentioned they were looking into maybe starting some tag titles, but we'll see. I don't know.
Let's fix the women's division first, and then we can like talk that part.
Correct.
Baby steps. Maybe year 4 or 5, maybe 6-ish.
Vicente said, "Nice. Ruby sort of got her win back. She did. She got
the pin.
It was a great. Yes, I agree. SP. It was truly a great. That was one of the best women's tag matches I've seen on AEW. It was really good. All 4 of those women have great chemistry. So I don't know where it goes from here. I don't know. But we will see. Ladarius said, I enjoyed that tag match. Keep me in it from start to finish. Very much so. Yeah. And the crowd was into it. The crowd was in it. Monet, I hate that Ruby couldn't pin Britt Sunday, but she could pin her in a random tag match.
I mean, yes.
I know.
But for
50-50
Ruby,
looking at its finest.
For her, it at least makes her look. Give me something that makes me want to root for Ruby. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's gonna make me root more for her, like because she deserves the win. Put it like that. She should have won Sunday, but we had to go a different route, and let her win on the tag match. Okay, this is not the last that they'll see each other anyway. So
it's not. Vicente said mixed reaction too because I like Ruby, Britt, Jamie, and Tony. I think that's most of the audience with these women. I think honestly, if Jamie turned on Britt right now, she'd probably be the biggest babyface. I know people love Jamie Hayter. People love Toni Storm and people love Ruby. I actually mentioned I was like, I don't want Ruby to go heel.
No, we spoke about it last week with like it makes more sense. Let Britt be the baby face right now and then have Ruby just go heel and just go batshit crazy. This will give her more like, because she needs to make something happen. So she's like, oh, you're not going to give me the win, so I'm going to make myself win,
Yep. SP said, give me more Storm versus Hayter. They beat the crap out of each other. They had a hard-hitting match, first of all. Second of all, are you saying that because they both got booties? Let's be honest. Because the whole timeline was in shambles. Every time these two women got in the ring together, everyone was like, oh my God. Look, what's the real? I'm just kidding. No, they really did. They beat the crap. They're hard-hitting. Both those women are. I don't know. Again, I don't know if they're going to stick to the tag thing. We will see. I don't know if this goes into another breakout feud between the 4. I don't know. We'll see. And then Athena cut a promo on the ramp that got a lot of attention. Or part of it got a lot of attention on Twitter. So I'm going to keep it 100 with everybody in the chat. I'm just kidding. So she said, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. And then everyone on Twitter was like,
what? Why did she do that?
Look, guys, I am a black nerd, bougie woman, and I stay in my lane. I would never say 100. So I don't know if she was like trying.
I don't know if she was, maybe she said it. I don't know if she was trying to say 100 instead of hundy.
I feel like she was trying to say 100. I think that's what she was trying to go for, and she went with 100.
Right. It came out just like
it was just. It didn't. She needs to stick to who she is, right?
Which is she's a nerd. She's a gamer.
She's a nerd.
She just has to just speak the way. And remember, she has a whiny voice naturally, regardless.
Yes. I love Athena, but she's not a great promo. Her promos need work. I will agree. However, it wasn't a bad promo overall. It's just there were certain
wording. It's just certain thing that is your delivery of the words that you use.
And it's just like a real talk moment. And I'm like, what? Like it just didn't mix, and I just need her to be herself.
Yeah. That's it.
I am myself. I don't try and be hood. I'm not from the hood. I think someone else posted I grew up in a cul-de-sac. Like I'm not. but I don't try to be that either.
Right.
I stick to what I know. And I just need Athena to do the same.
Right.
I've been dragging on Athena's promos for 5 years now. SP. Don't drag that woman. That was her first promo in front of like a really large crowd for AEW. Like she's probably nervous. Like I don't. See, there you go. Thank you.
The first week on the job, right?
Easy Attack. Yes.
Thank you for your super chat as well. We really appreciate it.
Yes, I do see the super chat. Thank you, Easy Attack, for all the criticisms AEW gets for going with WWE guys over their I think you mean own talent, whatever that means. Every woman, whether they are WWE or not, ends up losing to Britt Baker. Oh, you mean if they're from WWE or if they're from AEW?
Yeah.
At this point, yeah. I mean,
yeah, because that means she's their Charlotte. She's their top girl.
So people got mad on Twitter because someone else said she's their Charlotte, and people were getting mad. Like, what are you talking about? Like, Charlotte's 8 times better than her in the ring, and blah blah. And everyone's like, we're not talking about in-ring ability. We're talking about booking-wise. They're going to continuously push Britt as their top woman, whether she has a title or not. She is their Charlotte. That's what people mean.
And she goes to, she goes on to she does their promo, she does their press stuff. She's always out there, the forefront of it. Like she's one of the original people. So you and I understand why. It's just what it is.
Well, and she's popular.
And she's popular. Exactly.
So it is what it is. However, back to our original point. The champion should still be being booked more and better than Britt. Okay, no matter what. Yeah. So even if Charlotte is Charlotte, you still have other women who are ranked higher than her. Like to me, I'm a fan, but Becky is higher than Charlotte. Yeah. Right? In Vince's eyes. Right. She is. They book her that way. And that was decided at Survivor Series when you had to literally choose between the two of them. Blue said we need more Dungeons and Dragons and less DMX from Athena.
I agree.
I agree. Again, stick to who you are. Like we all know that she's a nerd.
Right. Do it. Supposed to be this person of the night. Like you're this. Like we get it. Just be that character. That's all. That's all we're saying.
Yes. That's it. That's all. All right. Well, that was it for Dynamite.
We have to talk back about NXT. Nikita Lyons. Briefly, don't stay on it very long.
Well, she is injured, right?
She is injured. However, she posted something. SP, please remind us what she did because she posted. Okay.
Watching the promo, to be honest, I'll chalk it up to nerves. I think it was nerves.
It was definitely nerves. Definitely nerves.
Definitely nerves.
So Nikita, she posted. She's injured, so of course I don't know what injury she has right now. They didn't really specify, but she posted some like racist shit.
I'm sorry, what?
She's a MAGA, basically. Yeah. Oh. Long story short. Thank you, CM. Appreciate you, friend. She's a MAGA. She supported them. She posted some stuff, and she got dragged. A lot of people unfollowed her, and then she tried to do a photo shoot to make it better, of course, and showing her assets.
Oh, she posted a Memorial Day tweet where she had an artist who was part of MAGA season tour with Donald Trump. Yep. So she supports justice for all.
Yes.
Really?
So I quickly unfollowed her.
Oh, I need to go unfollow too. Look, people, let me make something very clear. I am all for freedom of speech. I'm all for people voting for who they're going to vote for. Wrestling doesn't always need to be political.
Right.
However,
that's it.
Racism is racism.
That's it.
We're not saying, I am not saying Nikita is racist. I am saying Nikita is supporting people who support racists.
Yep. Who support racism.
And that doesn't sit right with me. So, and I guess apparently a lot of people, I wasn't really on Twitter that much, at least as far as scrolling through the timeline. So I did not see that, to be honest.
Lyric said something about rushing to the White House. Fans started calling her Booty Galani. And
Booty Giuliani.
Booty Giuliani and Donald
Rump. Stupid. Not Booty Giuliani.
She has a knee injury. Okay. Well,
okay.
Speedy recovery, but fuck her. It is okay.
Oh, so the lyrics were talking about rushing like the Capitol?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this makes more sense. Someone had posted a screenshot of someone saying she's a patriot, and she like liked it. But I didn't like look more into it because I think I was in the middle of something at the time. That makes more sense now. Nikita Lyons is a cult. Nikita is a MAGA the Stallion. Stop it.
MAGA, you know what? I'm done.
MAGA the Stallion.
I am dead. Stop it, guys. Are you kidding me right now? These are so
Twitter,
hilarious.
Twitter is free. I really appreciate that. Nikita Lyons effed up so bad. Look, right, we're all about justice for all, but I think there should be a line drawn when racism comes into play. Period.
Correct.
That shouldn't. I understand freedom of speech, but freedom of speech, you're racist ass elsewhere, please. We don't need it. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Good to know.
So yeah, just we had to touch base on it. You probably,
Ness
you didn't
to
know.
a Trump supporter. Wait, who's Ness?
Right.
Am I supposed to know who that is? Ness isn't a Trump supporter. Who's Ness?
I don't know who's Ness.
Someone help us out. I don't know who Ness is.
Right. Come on.
Anyway,
what do we have next?
SmackDown.
Oh, okay. Oh, geez.
This is gonna be very quick, by the way.
Yeah. SmackDown was
Ness is one of our contributors here. He said he's still a Nikita fan. Oh.
Okay. Well, hey Ness, listen.
I'm not. Look,
I'm not.
Ness is on y'all.
Right.
Who said Ness is on y'all's payroll? Oh, I did not. I thought you were talking about a wrestler. That's why I was like,
oh, Ness. Oh, Ness one. Okay.
That's why I was really lost there for a minute. Thank you.
What? Thank you, Blue. We appreciate you, friend.
Okay, see, Vicente understands. He's like, Tony Nese might be Ness. And that's why I was like, are we talking about a wrestler here? Who's Ness? And why are we mad at him? That Ness. Okay. Well,
Ness who always falling asleep on the watch-alongs. Got it. All right. That Ness. You got a special. Yeah.
No, you have to say from True Hill Heat. We were talking about wrestlers. So I was like, what wrestler's name is Ness? Like, I was in a Sunday morning. Y'all need to
they're just the baby making champion. Yes, they're just trolling Ness right now. It's okay. Ness, we love you. It's all right. Yeah.
Hi, Ness,
SmackDown, guys. Okay, so yet again,
there was a six-pack contenders match.
Right.
Shot with Ronda. It was Aaliyah versus Natalya versus Raquel versus Shayna versus Shotzi versus Xia Li. I would just like to point out, very important here. Xia Li came out and there were no lightning effects, and I want to know why. Where did lightning go?
Because they didn't have time for all that. Because the match wasn't even that damn long.
You just gotta push a button.
In and out.
Where's the lightning? Sorry. Anyway, it was actually funny because everyone came out. Aaliyah's music hits. She doesn't come out, and it turns out Shotzi had actually locked her in the locker room to get back at her. And so, of course, Cole's like, is she going to make it out in time? Blah, blah, blah. And everyone's out in the ring, and Shotzi's like, ring the bell. Aaliyah's still not out there. And right as the bell rings, Aaliyah pops in, shows up. So someone got her out. So, I mean, the match was short. It was a match. Nothing spectacular. It's not the women's problem. Booking, just the production of that.
And you had so many women that you didn't even give them at least like 15 minutes or so.
Well, I mean, like Raquel was probably the most showcased.
Right. But we've already seen her go against
Ronda.
So
I mean, obviously, out of those 6 women, obviously Raquel is the one they're trying to lift up.
Yeah.
Put in the forefront, whatever. But Natalya, Miss Neidhart, won the match.
Great.
I was perfectly okay with this. Now, Twitter, on the other hand, was like on fire because they're like, why not someone new? Look, it makes sense. Ronda has to beat somebody.
Yes.
Natty trained Ronda. There's history.
They
had actually really good chemistry on Raw.
Right. Yeah.
Last time they had fought. And if you want to get a good match out of anybody, it's with Natty. Natty's the one.
Natty. Yep.
So I'm perfectly okay with this. I hope they build off the story of their friendship.
Yep.
And maybe they're ex-friends now. Like maybe something happened while Ronda was out. Like build on it. It could actually be a good feud. People need to give it a chance. I'm completely okay with Natty losing to Ronda than these new women. Like, you don't want her squashing everybody right away. Monet said the SmackDown Women's division sucks, not the women themselves. It does. They booked themselves into a horrible corner in general, not just the women, the men as well.
Yeah, no, the whole show is a shit show. I got to review it with Steve Falls, and it's just like no.
The whole show has been absolutely booked into a corner to the point they have to bring over Raw talent to make any kind of matches and booking it. It's weird. Ronda versus Shayna was right there. So sports and things, to your point, I think Natty versus Ronda is going to be the build and start of Shayna versus Ronda.
Yes.
Because Natty is Shayna's tag team partner.
It got to be like SummerSlam.
Yes.
Give it more of a bigger pop because their friendship is going to get involved some kind of way.
Yep, and Monet just said the same thing. Natty versus Ronda. I hope Natty versus Ronda leads to Ronda versus Shayna at Money in the Bank. I don't know where Natty versus Ronda is going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be SmackDown. I don't know if they're going to put it on Money in the Bank. However, either way, I think this is the start to building Shayna versus Ronda because Shayna is Natty's tag team partner. So Shayna is going to have to choose between her tag team partner, who is also Hill, or her real life best friend or real life friend, Ronda Rousey, who is technically face. It's going to be interesting to see how Shayna falls here. They haven't really built Shayna that well as a singles competitor. So I'm very curious to see where this goes. But I'm completely okay with Natty being Ronda's next match.
No, I think it's going to be a good match. Again, it's going to be something that's you need to make Ronda look strong, and the person that can do that right now is Natty.
Absolutely,
because she's the veteran out of the girls right now on that brand.
Absolutely, she's the cornerstone of the women's division.
Yes,
the boat, the world record holder, Miss Natalya Neidhart. How many matches has Xia Li had so far this year? Two, three. I don't know. Not many at all.
Yeah.
Shocking, Shotzi's still at WWE. Free Shotzi.
I mean, Shotzi, give it time. Just give it time.
I'm still holding out hope, people.
Yeah.
That Shotzi is turned back face. And we get her tank back and her helmet.
Yep. And why we loved her in the first place.
Shooting t-shirts out the tank. Like, I'm really still holding out hope they turn her back because I don't know.
Kids go for that. Kids like that stuff. I don't know. Like,
loved. I'm an adult and I loved it. SP said, hopefully they're holding Shayna off for one of the big shows. I hope so too. I hope that's going to be some because there's only 3 weeks between Money in the Bank and SummerSlam. So if they do Natty and Ronda at Money in the Bank, I'm hoping that 3 weeks, which is very little time, it's Shayna and Ronda because they have the history. It's an easy build, right? Easy tension. So I'm kind of hoping that's where they're going with Shayna versus Ronda for SummerSlam. Unless Miss Flair is back. If Miss Flair is back, they could do a TV match with Natty and Ronda, and then that leads to Shayna and Ronda for Money in the Bank. So
yes.
And then you have Flair again versus Ronda at SummerSlam. So we'll see. I don't know what SmackDown's doing, guys. They're there. They're pretty. They're gorgeous.
Yeah.
They can fight. The production and booking is horrible.
Yeah.
They might do Ronda and Shayna for Money in the Bank since Vegas is a fight town. And it's International Fight Week. Why not do a former MMA horse? Ooh.
That'll be actually a good thing. That's actually
SP
really
with
good.
the marketing. Look at you.
SP. SP always got this stuff.
I mean, I thought about Ronda and Shayna for Money in the Bank too. I didn't even think about the fact it's International Fight Week. That's a great angle if you truly want to get. I mean, I think the show.
You want people to watch? Yeah,
you want people to watch.
Yeah, you got to do that. And that is not in the stadium anymore. That's how you book it. That right there.
Yeah, no, I like that. Ooh, I hope they build off the fact that it's Fight Week and you have 2 MMA stars now wrestling each other, best friends.
Best friends, yeah.
Look, it could be good, actually. Easy Attack. How many stadium shows do you think they will do? Now, the Vegas stadium show flopped and had to be moved to an arena. Well, it didn't flop. Let's just make that clear. They sold 17,000 seats. However, I think they realized that putting that up against on International Fight Week in MMA town, if you will, was probably a bad idea. In general, because they're not going to be the story of that weekend, right? It's going to be about fighting and MMA and that type of stuff. So I think they have SummerSlam. I think Clash of the Castle is after that, right? SP, it flopped. Thanks, SP. I was trying to stay positive. 17,000 seats and 60,000 seat stadium, and changing a month out is a flop. Oh, this is true. It holds 60,000 people. Oh, never mind. That is a flop. I thought it was like 30,000. And I was like, and they hadn't announced any matches yet. So I'm like, so for selling 17,000 and not even announcing a match yet, that's pretty good. But that's a lot of seats. Yeah. Never mind. Easy Attack. I apologize. It was a flop. Just kidding. I thought it was less seats than that. 60,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they were thinking going up against fight week. Anyway, that was it for SmackDown. Natty won. It's me, Natty versus Ronda at some point. We don't know yet. We'll find out. Rampage. There was one women's match on Rampage between Kiera Hogan and Athena.
Yes.
And it was really, really good. You guys, like it was. I wasn't expecting it to be that good, but it was actually a really good match. Kiera Hogan has gotten better and better, man.
Yeah. Look at Athena. Looks amazing. Look at her. Like
she looks confident. She looks. Look, this swag, this confidence is what she was missing in WWE. To me,
definitely was. Yeah.
To a point, I hate to use this word, but I feel like they were, watering her down. Right. We know that they limit their talent on certain things, and I feel like she wasn't able to fully. Athena eyes is that a word? Athena eyes. From her entrance, I love the wings that she had. The wings that came down, which was actually really cool. Again, good match. I do have one criticism. Can we change the name of the finisher? Like, Eclipse was a badass name for a finisher, and now they're calling it O-Face again, and I'm like, O-Face.
Yeah, that's trash. Started off.
Can we just? I mean, it is one of the badass finishers in the whole industry. First of all, right? Let's change. Can we change O-Face? Why is it called O-Face? I need to know. Because when you
the
hit
letter
the mat,
O
you're like,
and then face.
Letter O dash face is the name of the finisher.
No, I don't like it.
Is it because when your face hits the mat, you're like, oh?
Yeah, I don't.
Does anyone know what it means? I don't get it.
Monet, I'm not sure what that means either. I need.
Monet said, "What does O-Face mean?"
Right. What is? Yeah.
Oof.
I don't know. Like I don't know.
When Athena goes down and hits it, is she going, oh? Like I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Change the name of the finisher. O-Face stands for oh God. Is that really what it means? And why is she calling it that?
Take that name off too then. No, we can't. No, okay.
No, this is a kid-friendly show.
Yeah.
Kids are going to be looking at their parents like, what's an O-Face? And they're going to be like, oh my God. Let's change the name of the finisher. They mentioned them and named it that. I understand, Sammy. I understand. Change the name, please. To something dealing with your character. You could call it like Fallen Face or something. I don't know. Just change it. Anyway, great match. Athena won. The baddies were on the outside with Stokely. And I think I posted this on Twitter, but one thing that I absolutely loved was when Athena won. She kind of did a Rhea Ripley pin on Kiera Hogan. But they showed Jade. And Jade was like visibly shaken. Like she was kind of like, oh my God, like she's the real deal
shook.
kind of
like
thing.
She was like,
she was shook.
She was very shook. It's like you. She's not playing. Okay.
Which puts over Athena amazingly, right? You have Jade, who is this dominant champion, shook. You know what I mean? And you have Stokely and Velvet sitting there trying to like reassure her, like, it's all right, you're the champ, it's all right. Like, and she's just over here like shaking her leg, and she's like, oh my god, I love that. That is perfect selling.
Right.
It makes Athena look even more like a badass. I love that. I love little touches like that. That was it for Rampage. It did put over Athena because Jade usually doesn't sweat anyone. Exactly. It was a great moment where she was truly putting over Athena. And because usually with Jade in competition, she typically looks very unbothered. Very unbothered. Yeah. So to see her sitting there shaking her leg and literally looking visibly shook, like it was a great touch. It made you feel like Athena is the real deal and she might actually take this title off of Jade. Eddie said Athena's gear is a lot more colorful than I thought. Very. It is very colorful. I think it's pink and blue and some other color.
This one. Right.
Yes. But oh no, they seem to be very behind Athena. They're building her. She is again probably better than most of their women in the ring. Not all of them, but better. She's at the top for in-ring ability.
Right.
So I'm very curious to see how much they're going to push her, or she can end up in the Ruby Soho spot later. I'm curious
I
to see.
think it. Yeah.
What?
But yeah, if she's not like dark, it's kind of supposed to be different from what she did before.
Okay. Yeah. No, they're already showcasing her better, in my opinion, already. Than they had the last 2 years in NXT/WWE. So again, we will see where it goes. Real quick, I'm gonna touch on Impact. Mia Yim defeated Savannah Evans in her first single match back. So congratulations to Mia. She looks good. She looks happy. I'm assuming she was training because she pulled out some new moves. So I don't know. I think Mia, they're behind her. I don't know if she eventually takes the title. I don't know if they're building her to that, but we will see. We will see. Film Nation. Hello, ladies. Happy Sunday. Jesus is King. That he is. I know what Frantic said. I know what it means. Lord, with a laugh face. We're not talking about the O face anymore, people. All right. NXT in your house.
She's another person that just looks. Yep. That's it.
NXT in your house was on Saturday. It was yesterday. And we did have one women's match for the tag team two women's matches. I apologize. For the tag team championship between Toxic Attraction, the defending champions, and Shayna Baszler, Jesus. Katana Chance and KiLynn Carter. I looked at my notes. I looked at the wrong place. Sorry, people. Shayna Baszler was on this match.
I didn't see it.
I love their entrance. It was very cute. Love their little I called them Legion of Doom glow shoulder pads.
I will say I was like, did they take a match?
No. But this was a good match. I will say this. I thought
they're so
Katana,
cute. Yeah.
Go ahead. I think there's a delay. Hold. Can you hear me, Chris?
What happened? Yeah, I'm not saying anything. Can you hear me? Sorry.
Okay, I was like, there's a slight delay. It looks like.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Sorry, people. Sorry. SP said Legion.
Okay.
Will you stop
it? Not sure why.
SP.
Oh.
I can't. Anyway, the match was good. I honestly believe Katana and KiLynn carried this match a bit. They showed out. Those two absolutely showed out. Unfortunately, at least for me, because I was rooting for Katana and KiLynn, Toxic Attraction did retain the tag team championships. It was a decent match. Not their best, but again, I think Katana and KiLynn really showed out. It highlighted them, probably because they were losing. But it was decent. I love Film Nation. I love Toxic Attraction. Hard eyes.
Of course, you gotta love them.
I know. Easy Attack. Thank you for the super chat donation.
Thank you.
I'm cautiously optimistic about Athena and AEW. Should she beat Jade though? So we mentioned this earlier. I don't think she should.
No.
I want Chris Statlander to be the one to beat Jade eventually. I think Athena will be a great bump in the road for Jade. I think it will be a eye opener for Jade that she's actually seems to be scared and shaken by Athena. But I don't think, unless they're trying to move Jade to the main title picture, I don't think Athena beats Jade right now. It makes more sense to me to have Chris beat her. So we will see. Blue said, I want filling the great value, fill the glow entrance. Oh, I wasn't. I need to say I wasn't filling the great value, fill the glow entrance. Stop. Not great value version. He called Katana and KiLynn's thing fill the glow.
Fill the glow? I mean, it's kind of
the great value version.
Right.
I can't. The other match, NXT Women's Championship match between Mandy Rose and Wendy Chu. Chu Crew. I was rooting for my girl, but that entrance was awesome. It went from a dream sequence, and then all of a sudden she was in the arena, sleeping in bed, and she got up and made her entrance. It was actually really cool.
She does it in these outfits, girl.
She looks comfortable. I can't be mad at her. She looks comfortable as hell, and I wish I could wear them in my pajamas. I'm just saying. But again, this was actually a really good match. I actually think Wendy Chu gave Mandy her best title match so far.
Yeah.
Wendy is she's the real deal. I don't know. She's definitely a future champion. I was really rooting for Wendy here.
Were you really? I don't think it's her time yet. No, I know. I love the Chu Crew. I just know it's not. It's too early,
I think it is too. I think more so I just wanted Mandy to drop it.
Yeah, I get it. But that again, that brand is based off of, remember, they're the ones that wanted girls to look like them and everything. So right now, Mandy's gonna be probably to maybe give it to September-ish or so.
September?
I'm just telling you, girl, you gotta go through the summer.
I need Alba to take that off her ASAP, please.
Okay.
Where you at, Miss Fire? I can't. Ladarius said, I will not accept any great value slander on here. Right? They have some good stuff. Leave us alone. Look, I like great value. There's certain things you just don't need the name brand for, people. It's okay. Save your money. I love my third crush, Mandy Rose. So glad she won. Heart eyes. I love the little heart eyes. He's like, they can do no wrong. So he's saying Toxic Attraction can do no wrong. Fine.
Okay.
Queen Monet said, I think Toxic loses SummerSlam weekend. Okay. See, I'd be okay with that.
I'd be
okay with it.
Well, no, SummerSlam is July this year, not August, because they're doing the stuff in So, okay.
Then end of July. Time. But yeah, that would be, I'd be very okay with that. Especially if they're doing Cora Jade and Roxanne and Alba. I think that would be a good time for them to take over because it's right before, I think the draft, I'm assuming, is in October again. I really don't know. But that would be a good transition time. I don't know. The pay-per-view overall was pretty good. I think I really, really loved the Creed brothers versus Pretty Deadly. Great tag team matches. It has nothing to do with the women, but that was my favorite match, actually, of NXT In Our House.
I'm gonna watch it when I finish with my kids' party that I'm about to go to when we're done.
Nice. So last but not least, SP says, in the words of Joe Pearl, Katana Chance went from Ninja Warrior, Casey to Cesaro to White Girl Wasted. Stop it. You're right. But and Melo won his championship back. Yes, thank you, Monet, for reminding me. And actually, that was also a very good match. Ooh. Melo and Grimes. That was a real. I'm still picking the tag match. It was really good. It surprised me. I expected Melo and Grimes to be a great match. I was not expecting the Creed brothers versus Pretty Deadly to be as good as it was. I was impressed. And that's why I picked it. But yes, congratulations to Carmelo Hayes. He got his NXT North American Championship back. Very happy for him. He is, to be honest, that man's ready to go to the main roster, in my opinion. But we'll have to wait a little longer.
Yeah,
we'll see. Someone said Melo for Solo next. I think so.
Yeah.
Solo actually posted himself watching Melo's match, saying, "All right, I got next." Like, so Solo's ready and waiting. But anyway, last but not least, we're gonna do a quick Hell in a Cell prediction. It is tonight. We have a women's triple threat between Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, and Asuka. I think the match is absolutely going to deliver. These are three of the best women in the division.
Yeah.
And they all bring something different to the ring, I think. And they all have great chemistry together when you put them one-on-one. So sometimes that could be hit or miss when you put all three of them together. So we will see. But I think they will deliver. These women are top-notch. So who do you think is going to win?
I got Bianca.
Me too.
Bianca's going to retain. She has to retain. She needs to retain. Make her run credible. She is one of the best faces that needs the belt right now, has the belt. So she has to retain, and she's winning tonight.
I agree. Bianca Belair will retain. I think Becky takes the pin and or submission and or whatever. So we will see. But enjoy Hell in a Cell, folks. Oh, yeah, I go. This match too. I apologize. AJ Styles, Finn Balor, and Liv versus the Judgment Day.
Bull Liv Club or whatever you say it.
I'll just say the Bullet Club. Bull Liv.
Bull Liv Club.
The Bull Liv Club versus Judgment Day. Who do you think is going to win?
I got Bull Liv Club winning.
I have Judgment Day.
Oh, okay.
They're the new kids on the block. They're building, right? They have to be credible. I don't know if someone else joins. Someone deflects from the other team and join Judgment Day.
Maybe Ciampa.
Maybe Ciampa shows up. Maybe another woman that we're not expecting. Who knows?
Right.
I think Judgment Day does take the win here. So we are split. Next week, whoever is right gets to do the intro to the show. Ooh. Okay. All right. Got it.
No problem.
No pressure. Thank you guys so much for joining us for episode 7 of Serving Face and Heels here on True Heel Heat.
We appreciate you on Sunday.
We appreciate you guys so much. You guys are so active in the chat today. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna read some real quick. The 6-person match I'm most excited for is the 6-person match is the one I'm most excited for. I love Judgment Day. I do too, Monet. I completely agree. Vicente, I get the scary feeling we get a predictable Becky Lynch win. Really should not be her. Bianca and Asuka both deserve it. Vicente, as the biggest Becky Lynch fan, Becky is not winning.
No, she can't win.
She's not winning, Vicente.
She's not winning.
It's not the story. Her story right now is that she is on her downfall and she is losing and she is losing and she is losing until she hits rock bottom. That woman is losing today. I can reassure you of that. Let's see. Sports Things Ciampa might show up.
Yeah, I'm thinking Ciampa is the one that's going to be the next member, and
I think so too. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Miss Krssi, where can they find you?
Hi guys. Well, you can find me every Sunday doing Serving Face and Heel with my tag team partner Stephanie. Every Saturday we do the flagship show of True Heel Heat with my good brother SP3. Top guy JJ, and then on Fridays with Steve Falls we do the SmackDown review for SE Scoops. So yes, you can find me. Other than that, you can see me on IG, Twitter, and on Facebook. True Hill Krssi Love or Krssi Love _1. And I'm on some watch alongs and some roundtables. So yeah, you can see me there as well. What about you, Miss Stephanie?
Busy woman. Busy.
Yeah.
You can find me at Stephanie Hypes on Twitter, at Stephanie Hypes with a Z on Instagram. I don't really get on there that much, but you can find me there. I do the Getting Red Monday Night Raw review with Steve Fall as well for SC Scoops Monday nights. And then again, you can find me on other random podcasts and everywhere else. I do post it on Twitter, wherever I'm going to be. But again, thank you for the super chat donation. Boy Blue, great show as always. Thank you for the positive start to my Sunday. Aw, thanks. Thank you for joining us. I really love that people join us and like really talk to us. I love that.
Right, on their Sunday morning, you know?
On their Sunday morning. Like, thanks for joining us, people. Thank you again. Episode 7 is in the books.
In the books, wow.
Have a good week, everybody. We're out.
Peace.
Bye.